So I hit the ditch. It was before Christmas. The roads were nothing but pure ice. I might insert the photo, but I'm not lying when I say it was basically a river. And I decided to turn off the highway and not go through the town because my mom lives out in the gravel area, like out, not in town. You have to drive the grid. And I was like, well, I'm going to take the back roadway so I don't have to go through the valley. And that was a big mistake because it was just pure. I should have stuck to the main drag because apparently the valley was the best part. I'm like, well, of course. Like, of course. And I wasn't even going that fast because I turned down the back road and I was like, oh my gosh, this was a big mistake. I'm just going to keep going very slow. I'll get there. I didn't. I mean, I did eventually. Testament to God's good grace, because I'm just, and then all of a sudden, like, my truck did like the little thing and I was like, oh, okay, better slow down a little more. And then it did another, and I thought it was just gonna be, you know, and I would just kind of, no, I went like this, shot into the ditch, like just like a guided missile, like as far as in as it could go without going up the other side. Snow flew across the windshield and I was like, oh, at least I didn't roll, I didn't flip, I'm good. And I called my mom, and right away my brother was getting off work, so she sent him. And I called my hubby and he's like, what? Like, where you think, why, yeah, there's nothing I can do. Like, he was working like an hour or 2 hours in the opposite direction. So I was like, well, no, I just kind of wanted to like inform you, like this happened. And then I called my mom back and I said, okay, like I called Steve and I got the truck to start because I was like, oh my gosh, the truck won't start now and like I can't get out and nothing's working. Well, yeah, it's stalled out. It's like my brain was in panic mode. So I had to like put it in park and then turn the key off and turn it back on. It started, everything was fine. So I was in the ditch maybe 5 minutes. I was telling my mom I got the truck to start again and like truck was coming. I was like, oh, a truck's coming, like I'm gonna. And then it was a CN truck and he's like, whew. Like, are you okay? You're in there? I'm like, yeah, I'm good. Is somebody coming? I was like, yeah, and he just drove away. I was like, oh. And then I was like, well, whatever. Jamie's coming. Like, my brother's coming. I can, like, truck can stay warm. Like, it started. And then, like, a minute later, because God's that good, another CN truck comes down the road very slowly because ice. And it's two younger guys, and they have a better truck. It's like one of the work trucks. So she's got some weight. And they're like kind of giggling and like, wow, like you're in there. I'm like, I know. And they're like, well, are you okay? I was like, yeah. I'm like, you wouldn't, happen to have a way to get me out of here, would you? And they're like, yeah, no, we could try. Like, we need like a tow rope. I'm like, I've got like the mother of all tow ropes because God's that good. And my hubby left a tow rope in there. And it's like 20 feet long, thick, like she ain't breaking. So like we use it full length. He's like, we're gonna just try and pull you, back in the same, try and get your treads. And it was like an hour of maneuvering and pulling, and we're like, let's go this way, let's go. I was like, what if we doubled it up and shortened the thing and tried to pull that way? Like, okay, move me a little farther. He's like, I'm gonna pull you in the opposite direction. I'm like, and like got me going, but then it swung the front end, so this side of the front end was buried deeper, and I was like, I can't shovel. And eventually I was like up on an angle like this, and they're like, well, let's just give her a go. And they were like, okay, we're just gonna give it all we got. And you gotta time it right with the poles to step on the gas, so you give it the most. And I was like, they're like, okay, I was like, I can't see you, so I'm just gonna go when I think. And we all hit it at just the right time, and I could feel her. She caught the back tires, finally caught the edge of the road. And I was like, she's coming. I was like, oh, and she came out. It was like an hour of pulling. I was frozen. They were frozen. They were a little wet from being under my truck, but God's good grace sent his angels. I gave them all big hugs, and I was out, and the truck was okay, and I made it to do my baking with my mama. Oh, so that was like my epic experience, and I wish I had it on tape.